Oh, the clock was at 0. That means we need to start. Hello, everyone, and welcome to hopefully another exciting hands-on. Today we are taking a look at Toontrack's EZbass. Just recently released this week. Toontrack famously known for their drum libraries, for their easy keys libraries. Let me switch to the other view here. So famously known for their drum libraries, easy keys libraries, for their easy mix setup. And now they have released EZbass. So that's what we're going to take a look at today. Here's the beauty. What a freaking gorgeous interface. It looks amazing. That's I can tell you. I wish I had that bass for real. And you can scale it to whatever size you need. You can even put it across screens. So I don't think that we need it that big. Uh, Hi from Cologne. Hi, Michael. Hi, Shergo. Egypt. Cool. That's great. I hope I haven't checked on Twitch, so if anybody's watching on Twitch, please let me know if audio and everything is fine over there as well. And yeah, for the technical details, there is a link to a Facebook post where you can, given that you're on Facebook, can leave your Facebook comment below. And at the end of the stream, we are going to do a random drawing of a winner for the library. Toontrack kindly agreed to provide a copy for one lucky guy or girl at the end of the stream. So looking forward to giving that away. And without further ado, well, just for the explanation, I am using a site called commentpicker.com. Here you see the URL that I just posted. And if you look at the URL, you can also see that there is the Facebook post. It's already filling up nicely. Right now, we are at 10 different comments. So I assume that this is likely going to grow in the course of the stream. But nevertheless, if you don't post, you will get nothing. That's for sure. Besides that wonderful walkthrough and hands-on and straight look at the new library. So without further ado, let's jump straight in and check it out. So I have pretty much an empty project here. I am a little bit afraid because I have an idea of what I want to do today. Um, but I tried to utilize this baby today, but I'm not a guitarist per se, so we see how that goes. That's gonna be interesting. Looking forward to it. But I mean, what's about showcasing a bass library when you don't do a proper rock track, huh? So we will see what we can do with it. Okay, EZbass. It comes at I think 2.8 gigabytes. Intro price is something around $179. You can get it through Toontrack directly or best servers, different retailers. The shop of your trust, so to say. To get it, it's likely built in the same vein as the other libraries. So I assume that over time there will be more expansions with different sounds, maybe a Rickenbacker bass, or so. I think the engine is built to have different sound choices available later down the line. Wait a second, Alan. Hi, good to see you. Glad I can watch a reasonable hour stream. Those early moments are killing me. Well, that's where the night sessions, but these, yeah, I mean, you can never have it perfect for everyone. So Australia is a little bit out of the loop right now. I think they're deep asleep. But it is what it is. Try to find the time that everyone can make it. And I think in Europe, Sweden, Germany, it's 9 in the evening right now, I guess. So it's noon here. Uh, anyway, welcome. I didn't want to talk too much. I want to play this thing. So jump in. Okay, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day. We talk soon. Okay. That was bad. So that's the clean DI. So when you open the plugin, that's the first sound you get. The audio is a bit low. That might be, yeah, the bass is a little bit low. I think I put it down a little bit too much. Let me. Had some gain staging going on already, so that is actually the sound as you get it when you straight open the plugin. 5 strings going down to B, to the B string. So you have a modern bass and you have a vintage bass. Let's load up the vintage for a second. Also 5 strings. A little bit more gnarly. Okay, that's the end. Last fret. So that's the clean DI sound, but there's a bunch of more stuff within that. As you can see, that interface is huge and there's a ton of stuff to discover. First of all, we have a bunch of sound presets. So that means we have fingered and picked style. Let's quickly, just for comparison, so that's the clean fingered. Well, modern sound, modern clean fingered. And then we have modern clean DI. It does pretty much hammer-ons and all that stuff. It does that automatically. Well, as long as you're on the same string. So there's that. Well, that low end is actually pretty cool already. It's a very nice sound there, right out of the box. Back to the fingered, just checking out some of the presets that are included. So these are pretty much amped versions where you can also change the effect settings and stuff like that. So what I want to do first is actually take a look at the key switch layout. So the playable range is actually down to A if you tune that down. So the 5th string on the bass usually is a B, but it goes down to A. So then on G sharp 0 we have enable legato, G0 slide up. So there's a bunch of key switches, and D0 is the repeater. The repeater is one of the, in my opinion, major functions that you need to realistically play a stringed instrument, because obviously when you play on a keyboard, you play a key, and when you want to repeat the note, you need to lift your finger, which means the note stops ringing, and trigger it again. Whereas on a stringed instrument, when you pick or finger the note, Greg there on Twitch, West Coast Canada. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Welcome to the club. So whereas on the stringed instrument, when you hit the note and hit the note, you don't have this pause in between, because obviously the note keeps ringing and you can re-trigger it. So and that's why you need these re-trigger notes in the key switches. I think they said it was D0. Yeah, so down here at D0. So that's pretty cool. What else do we have in terms of key switches? We have the repeater, we have a middle finger, so slap pop, that's too far down, loud mute, ghost note. I think these are also very essential for laying down a decent bass groove. Rui, hey, good to have you here. So that's the loud mute, and that's the ghost note. So with the loud slap and the ghost notes, you can do these nice little in-between rhythms that only basses actually get done properly. So there's that you can do, kind of substitute the snare on the bass. I think you hear the mic pretty loud on this, so let me mute that for a second. So, actually, the mic wasn't even muted, I guess. Now it is. Now it is? No, it is not. Why is my mic not taking... Well, my shortcut is not working. That's strange. There we go. It was the A. And now, EZbass again. So now again with the slap, and now without mic over noise, bleed noise. I guess you get the idea. So deep amp, let's check something other. They have a good amount of distortion bass sound. So let's check some of the other key switches that they mentioned there on the help. Slide down on F0. F#0 is slide, press and hold. Slide current playing node to the next node played. Okay, let's see how that works. So let's play a say. Okay. So the F0 just plays a slide down. And then you can manually trigger whatever note you want to follow up with. And with F0, F#0, sorry, they say you can slide to the destination node. Okay, that works. Okay, that's cool. Then on G0. Okay, the slide doesn't work on the last fret because there's no way to slide there. So that's cool. G#0 triggers legato. So you hold a note and then you can do trills and. Oh, that's the lowest note already. I think there's some stuff further down. So on B-1, that's play slap. Oh, you have harmonics. Sounding really down. I mean, with the distortion preset, that may not be. Let's go with focused and warm. So, hey there, I see a new interesting thing. That is indeed an interesting thing. So far for the sounds. Let's check out some of the other sounds, like the picked ones. So the picked ones. Wow, that's some beefy bass tone there. Yeah, that's pretty beefy. And again, let's check some tones from the vintage, maybe pick. And the velocity range is also really, really good. So you get a nice range of velocity from very soft. The only thing that I have not really found is how you do like muted or palm muted notes with this. I mean, you can stop the note, obviously. Maybe that's their version of a stop note. So there's that. But the thing is that this whole thing, we just looked at the first page of the whole interface. And if you're in any way familiar with Toontrack and what they do, there's a reason why it's called easy keys and easy bass and easy drums, because they obviously want to make your life easy and get you going. So that means you not only can play this as a regular multi-sample instrument, but you have a ton of grooves, licks, and stuff like that included. That can get your ideas going, or you have maybe an existing track and wanna work from there. So let's keep the 70s vintage vibe here. So we are at 120 tempo. So let's see, maybe some funky lines. Let's see what that 116 tempo looks good. So what that sounds like. Wow. So, and the whole thing, obviously you can change the key that you're in. And there's no audio artifacts because it's MIDI. So that is pretty cool. I really do like that lick here, or that rhythm from the verse. So let's drag that into their own timeline. One thing, I have not tried it out myself. So first and foremost, what you can do is you can grab the MIDI and just slam it into your DAW, and can get rid of the part here and say, okay, remove that. So because this is synced with the DAW, so when you hit play on the DAW, this hits play as well. So say you build your arrangement within this window here, then it will start playing as soon as the playhead hits that position. So there's no MIDI data here, but here. And I mean, I personally actually prefer to have the MIDI data in here to be able to see in my arrangement what I'm doing and where I have stuff. But I'm not sure if it's true. I read somewhere that Toontrack recommends to actually use the bass within here, because there is a difference between what can be done in the MIDI and all the MIDI commands to trigger the correct articulation, etc. Whereas their internal machine here has more options and more possibilities to trigger the correct articulation. So they said there might be a slight difference. It will work as it is when you drag out the MIDI like this. But they recommend to use it in here. The problem is when you have both, then you obviously double the content. Then you get phasing because you have two times the MIDI information. And also another thing that we haven't done, what you can't do in MIDI is you don't have all the editing functions as much as you have them within the EZbass plugin itself. So first and foremost, of course, when you say you want to change the key, so let's go to A, then go to D, G, and then maybe F sharp. F sharp, which will be, there we go. So now we have a little groove. Let's put that on 3. And it is key bound, so it's not, obviously it's easier to change. Sorry for my dog out there. Obviously it's easier to change the key from within here. Say the whole song is actually in F. It immediately changes all the necessary MIDI data. So back to 3. Come on. You can change it on the fly. So there's that. So then let's say let's stick to E now. So that's the first thing. So you can build and create new patterns. You can cut these. For example, let's say, actually, let's do that. Let's go to the first one here and say, I want to just have 1 bar. And this one, I actually want to have E major. So go back to, oh, come on. Does this internal system work when you have key changes in your track? No, you don't have any key changes in your track. It's completely empty. The key changes are in that MIDI as well, but you don't need to lay down any key changes because the machine automatically does it for you. Whereas when you drag it into the sequencer, then you have the key switches and everything set from the software. So I think if you have key switches in the MIDI here as well, it might interfere with the playback here. I think that's not the intent of how to use it. Okay, let's see. What does a chorus sound like? Okay, let's bring that in. Let's do a little test here. That's pretty neat. I'd say we want more of a funk sound. Or maybe take the 70s rock amp, but not with pick, but with fingers. Oh, you mean okay, not key switches, but key changes during a song. Yeah, I think that's easily possible. I think you can define. Well, I mean, you can. Let's say we want to duplicate this chorus. So I just, oh, sorry. I move that over and hit Control, then it duplicates. And say this chorus actually needs to be. I wonder if there's a function to change the key of just that section. Add chords, no. Song key. It's an interesting question. I never thought about that. I mean, you can obviously manually. Okay. So, well, you can manually say, okay, let's say we want to have that 1 key up. Then we do. So But the problem is, of course, that the overall, let's delete that. The overall key is still E, so the lines will not, know what? RTFM. Boop. Let's look into that. Huh? I don't want to log in now. Okay, you need to log in to view the menu. There we go. Key change. Nothing. Key. Let me ask Google. EZbass change key. Drums in the keys tab? No, that's not what we're looking for. That's the thing of a typical first hands-on. You don't get all the information right away. I'm pretty sure that there is a possibility to change the key just for the section that you're working on, but I currently don't know where that is. I mean, you have the grid editor and everything. Chord MIDI mismatch, you can solve that, but that's not song parts. Song part type. Edit play style. Oh. Add or edit chords. No, I don't want to add or edit the chords. I think that you can automate that. Song key. So when I change, but when I change the key here, it changes everything, the whole thing. Yeah. Interesting question. I'm gonna need to look into that. I don't know right now. I mean, worst case scenario is just open another instance or copy the instance and just change the key there and take it from there. That would be a workaround for now if that indeed does not work. But I'm pretty sure that it does work. So let's look at some of the additional functions that we have here in the Grooves tab. So what we can do, we can bring down the velocity of the whole section. So make the whole MIDI louder or softer. What I really love is that you can change the amount of notes that the bassist plays. So you can make the bass player very busy or very relaxed. That's really cool. So let's say, by the way, let's move that over and duplicate that section and say we want to start out a little bit more relaxed, a less amount, and in this verse we want, and you see the MIDI notes updating right away. A little bit more busy, and this chorus is normal, and this chorus we're going crazy here. So now we have a full song section already, and it's also not given. I mean, the groove is given, but we change the chords, we made changes so that it fits to our track. So it's really convenient to lay down a decent, nice little. Actually, I wanna change that thing because that is too long for my taste. So let's make the whole section shorter, and so okay. Now we duplicate this. So okay. Oh, these were the ones that I changed. We gotta bring these back. I mean, I took that over from the recommendation that EZbass gave me for the chorus of a funk track. Might be a good time to look into something else that Toontrack kindly has sent me, which is, I mean, I had Superior Drum 3 already, but they sent me the new Hansa and Decades expansion. So, and I think if we are in 70s funk realm, Decades L. Schmidt. What was it? Toontrack 70s. There was a 70s kit with let me check. Towel parallel, valve to tape. Let's see. I think it was that one. Okay. So that's taking a moment to load. Why did I change that? Type up room. Come on, load. There we go. Superior Drummer better than Easy Drummer, just different, by the way. It is, pun intended, superior. Easy Drummer is easy and can get job done quickly and is really good. The whole grooves, functionality, and everything is similar between both. To Superior just gives you more control over the individual sounds. It's way more deeply sampled, so you have just more velocity layers and stuff like that. So let's see if we can find something funky for the bass. And I need to bring that down a little bit now because otherwise we're slamming the output. I think I have no, I don't have a limiter for your protection there. So we are at 120, 116, kind of like a little bit of a funkish. What do we have here? Well, clear all filters. Funk. Straight. Let's say. Nah. Like that. That's pretty cool. So actually, let's close EZbass here. Barbie, hey, everything's fine here. Welcome to the club. I don't have the funk drummer expansion, so I can't really get something from that, but I do have that stuff. So let's drag that in. Let's see. Op. Maybe put in a fill. So do we have some fills here? There we go. 1 bar. I like that. So let's bring that in. Okay. And let's just drag in the chorus here. And another one. And I think we can we drive that a little bit? Just drive the bass a little bit more there. And the funny thing is, I mean, we have data, but there's no data in the DAW. Because it's all sitting in the plugin. And honestly, I personally don't really like that way of working, so I rather grab the MIDI, even if it's recommended, but I think it still sounds decent enough. So when I delete that here, same for the drums. I just like to have these parts, in my DAW and not in the plugin, because, I mean, otherwise, what do you have a DAW for, right? So, and if I need to tweak things, I can always go back to the whole instrument and utilize more of that. Actually, funny enough, since we do have, can I actually undo? No, I can not undo in after it's deleted. But that's fine. I think I remember what the chords were. So save that for a second. Let's actually add easy keys since we're on it. Sorry, I do have easy keys, not all the expansions, but there's some. I think I have some electronic pianos and the upright. Let's bring that down a little bit. And since I suck very much at funk playing, maybe we find something in the MIDI that we can tweak to our liking. So same principle, you have a MIDI library of a bunch of stuff. So first of all, let's see. Yeah, let's see if we find some funky stuff. Funker. Do I? Oh, I even have the funk expansion. That's good. So let's say the whole thing is in E major. Oh, yeah, E major. So let's tweak that. 104. Okay, there's that. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, the cool thing is, even if you can't really play that stuff, I certainly can't, but you can change the chords for the whole thing. So, same thing as with EZbass. So we started on the C. Let's see what that sounds like, starting on the first note. Okay, then we had E. Then we had B, and then we had A. Same thing again. Going to C sharp minor 7 to E, no 7, B7, and A7. And that should be enough to get us going. Let's see. I'm not really feeling, but the cool thing is, just drag it in, and then we can tweak it from there. So delete that, because I'm not really feeling the B7 there. And just copy that. I like that phrase here. So take that whole thing. I want to keep the timing, so you see that this is a little bit off grid. So if you want to copy that part to the same exact location, I just need another node that is sitting on the grid. So I can paste that here and then just delete the nodes. So like that. Do a little. Yeah, sorry, longer. So like that. That last one is a little bit off. Same thing again, just opening up. Don't like that. So take 16th note. It's just the wrong key. Damn it. What did I play? That's pretty much an A minor. What? What did I do? Wouldn't it have been easier to just play the piano yourself? If you can play, yes. But I can play a little bit, but I'm no funk player by any means. Of course I can. But I mean, it's a tool to get the job done fast. Did I compose it? Maybe. Did I write it? Yes. Did I have help? Can I perform it? No. So it's just a matter of how to translate ideas into music, even if you cannot physically execute them. It's the same with guitar. We will look into that once I get into the actual stuff that I wanted to do today. I actually didn't plan on jumping onto a funk track, but I mean, if tools inspire, that's good, actually. I actually do not really like that B minor there, so so let's see what happens if we change that to F sharp 7. I like that more, way more than the B7 there. But I mean, I definitely don't plan on keep going with that. But it has a nice what is it? Well, modern funk vibe to it. Maybe different sounding preset on the keys there. Retro funk might work. I mean, we could even keep the. As I say, I'm absolutely no guitarist, but for that kind of stuff, I could imagine like having some. God, what can we do? Well, definitely put my auto mute in place, so if I hit wrong strings, it doesn't matter because they're muted. It's my way of like doing octaves and stuff like that. But as I said, I'm not a guitarist, but I know my way around a little bit on the fretboard. And so when I would play that without this mute in place, because I mean, meanwhile it works, but yeah, it just helps to prevent accidents on the string when I record something. And what I can do is just put on either THU Slate. Who's there? Ray's World. Hey, good to see you. On a side note, just so we don't forget, please leave your comment underneath the thread on Facebook to make sure that you may be eligible for a free copy of Toontrack's EZbass. So I just want to bring this funk thing here to an end. As I said, I'm no guitarist per se, but some stuff might work. Well, actually, I think Guitar Rig is even better for that because I know my way around. Just want to use some kind of funk preset styles, funk and soul. Okay, we are in, what did we do? A C sharp minor, which is E major. Sorry. I mean, if that would be a real job, I would just get a guitarist in the studio or call for a remote guitarist. Wrong key. No, we are in, aren't we? C sharp minor. Yeah. I mean, you get the idea. So I could fiddle something together that might very, very strangely reminds oneself of some funk stuff. So if we say, okay, let's do. Bring that down quite a lot. Let's see. A cool thing, the whole thing is MIDI. So when I suck, little tip, what I do, when I totally suck at that kind of stuff in terms of playing and have no guitars around or whatever, I just record like 20 BPM slower and then speed it up afterwards. So, would have been better if I had recorded. Damn it. Could also do. Okay, let's. It's, as I said, I'm not a guitarist, but fake it till you make it. So gonna take 16th note, just slightly quantize my performance. Boop, boop, and bring it back to say 116 or 120, whatever it was. Well, actually, like this. Bring it a little bit to the right, bring the piano a little bit to the left. That should help to separate a little bit. It's bad. It's very bad. But yeah, you get the idea. Actually, I don't know why it quantized so bad. Oh, I know why. Because I forgot to activate musical mode. So now it should be better. So then let's just grab some EQ, get rid of all the low end that we don't need. Luckily, it's an auto wah. And just maybe a slight little bit of reverb. Like, I do love that little wood room here. If we Put that on 30%, should be fine. Sounds like a drunk guitarist, especially that part where I move it down. Okay, that was unintentional. But yeah, what I can do is I just say, I just duplicate that part, have a little bit of muted notes. So done. Just for so I mean basically you get the idea. Yeah, retrospective records only work with MIDI, not with audio. That will be an hilarious amount of data if you think of audio recordings and would pre-record while you play. Anyway, whole other side of me. Welcome to the club. I have that not seen either. I mean, the cool thing is, you can always say, let's add. First of all, you have the native instruments, funk guitarist that you could use here that can do a way, way better job. Actually, let's try that for a second. So, I nearly thought the system was gone. So let's bring that down. We have obviously the funk guitarist session. Scarby. Where's my funk guitarist? Did I not put that into the... Oh, damn it. I didn't put this guy into the list. That's not nice. That's definitely not nice. That guy needs to go there. Why can I not put that? Oh, it's still updating. Anyway, let's just load it. So we have the Scarby funk guitarist. So let's go with... Why did I change the preset? No, oh, come on. I haven't used that thing in ages. I think there's only one track I ever did where I actually used that one. Okay, let's change the chords first. I just need a simple... just need a simple C sharp minor 7. That means -3 or +9. dB is C sharp. Yeah, that works. Okay, then we need a different sound. Let's make this a C or D flat minor 7. Oh, -7. There we go. And let's put the 4th string high. Okay, so bring that a little bit up. We need another guitar preset thingy for funk guitar because that's too dry for my taste. So let's go to styles, funk. Let's see what that sounds like. Fade. Now you also have the wah, which is off. Okay, don't want to use that right now. I just want to lay down some fill-ins. So pretty much that's it. Don't want to do more. Just fill out the gaps a little bit. And the thing is, my sucky guitar playing still makes a better job combined with the virtual instruments than the virtual instruments alone, because you still have that little live element in there. And sometimes that's already enough to make a track stand out a little bit more than the rest. So, actually, that's a funny thing, but Bob, there we go. Gone. Let's go back to what the stream is about. EZbass. I got lost on the funk setting there. Sorry for that. To be honest, I am going to jump on a very quick break, but we will be back in a minute. So bear with me. See you just in a little bit. So there we are back. Sorry for the break. That was necessary. Um, Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on adviewers.com. Well, now we're talking. Welcome to the club. Oh yeah, I so want to become famous. Can't wait for it. Back to topic. Where are we at with our comments? What? We currently can't get any comments anymore of personal profiles or public closed groups. Most likely that the issue when this message is shown. Make sure to use the correct Facebook URL. Let's see if that works. Is that the correct Facebook URL? That is the correct one. So that is the one where you need to put your comment below. And let me just refresh that page and see. Okay, 60 comments. There we go. Might have been just a system hiccup there. So if you want to grab a copy of EZbass by the end of the stream for free, kindly provided by the folks at Toontrack, all you gotta do is leave a comment on that Facebook post that I just sent in the chat. So again, back to topic. We got lost. We got lost a little bit in the funk realm. So you have different styles: Latin bass, disco. Oh, don't get me started with disco. And cool thing is you can also do the tap to find thing that you can do with EZdrum as well to find a rhythm. Okay, one more. I said clear. So, and then you can say, okay, find similar grooves. Did it find anything? No. Why didn't do it? Fine. Okay, so find similar grooves. Not in disco. Search everywhere. Okay, maybe that feature needs to be improved over time. That's not really what I played. So I got lost again. So yeah, you have the well, great thing. One thing that's really cool, and I tried that because that's working. So when you say you have a groove from Superior Drum that you really love, let's say bouncy funk. Let's take this one. Okay, it's pretty busy. So what you can do is they have this drum and keys tab, and you can drag MIDI from the other Superior drums straight into here. And you can say, okay, just sync the bass with the bass drum, sync the bass with the bass drum and snare, do a slap on the snare. That's one thing that I really like. Why is there no snare? Because there is no snare. Okay, let's take the chorus. Yeah, okay, let's take this one. How do I get rid of that new? Go here, Superior Drummer, take that groove that I just have. Where is it? Drag that there. So now I say, okay, so I want to use this. So go down, export to current song track, put that on 3. We can change the chords later, but what we can do is go to Superior Drummer and move that same drum groove to 3 as well. So these two interlock pretty much. Because that bass is pretty much derived from the drum performance of this drum pattern. You can see if we find something else, like something. Okay, let's see. New. Just say something different and yeah. Say we take that, go here. And then let's change the key on this one. Let's say this is going to be D, an octave up. And this is going to be C. Can we copy these two? Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So, and then we need to bring in the drum that we just used here. And now when we go to it's totally in sync with the anyway, you get the idea. So this is really, really cool when you have you can start with a rhythm or you can start with a drum groove, for example, and then build from there. So this is really cool. What else is really cool about the EZbass stuff is you can even track from audio. So let's go to the media bay here. Show all items. No. File browser. There we go. And there was some stuff. I have some Big Fish audio libraries here where some. Take this bass, for example. Now I have a problem. You can hear the preview. I cannot. Let me change something quickly in my settings. So, so now, okay. Now I can hear the preview as well. So for example, when you have a bass recording, and you can drag that in, and it analyzes the audio, and it estimates the tempo for 80 BPM on that sample. I'll say okay. So then, oops. Where are we at? Here. I need to delete the other stuff. So there we go. So now we have. And it even does bands and stuff like that. And you can listen to the original audio. Like here. That's the original audio. And that's the recognized audio. So, that slide at the end. That's pretty impressive, to be honest. I mean, it's not perfect. There's you need to tweak some stuff, but you can send that you can send the whole thing then to the MIDI roll editor and work from there. So I think this is pretty impressive. And then you have obviously the internal grid editor where you can change the articulation and stuff like that. But what I want to do now is kind of start from scratch and just kind of, I had that idea for a little tune. So let's lay down some mojo, shall we? Maybe we need these later. I'm gonna keep them but deactivate them. So we have drums. And as I said, I kindly got also new copies of the new SDXs for Hansa Studios and the Decades SDX, which is really impressive and really good. The sound is amazing, especially the Hansa Studios. I love that sound. We go to the Marble Room preset. So and there's a bunch of presets. I think there was one that I already tried that I really liked. It was, yeah, the Muller. I'm here. I'm good, thank you. How are you? That's pretty beefy set. I like that. Pretty much pre-mixed. That track that I have in mind definitely is going to be a little bit faster. And we will definitely utilize these tools to make our life a little bit easier. I want to go with a modern, maybe pick with what does the Legend 810 pick sound like? Is the monitor use on that one is sitting on the wall? So I want to do something in E because the guitar is still tuned to E. So let's go with a Resolution 8. There we go. That's what we need. I'm going to start on the third beat. Whole thing is going to be in E major. So what I want to do is change some chords. So I know that I'm going. So that's pretty much bread and butter stuff there. I want to start with so can we add a fill or something? All filters, fill. 4/4. Would you say that Toontrack EZbass bass has a better sound than Spectrasonic's Trillion? That's tough to say. Trillion is really, really good. I think they're pretty much equal. Okay, let's go with an 8th fill. I like that one. So let's delete that part and bring that in. And we can change the notes later. So duplicate that. So that's the bass part for the beginning. Then drums, we have. Okay, we have that drum kit. I want to use. I think there was something in the rock pack here. Up tempo. It was either this one. That one. I want to start with that one. So when we go to 2 now. Let's go to the regular verse. Okay. And I actually want to have a fill here. Like this. Go back. Now we can bring the whole thing up a little bit. I think that's still very relaxed. Verse. Okay, pre-chorus. Yeah, let's take this one and this one, and then we go into chorus section. I don't like that one. Don't like that one either. That one's cool. And that one's cool too. Okay, that's the basic setup there. So, verse, kind of a breakdown section and a chorus section. Back to easy key, easy bass. Go to 11. Not sure. Maybe I can find something. Okay, I don't really find anything. So what I'm going to do is just move these guys out into the session. Delete, and I think the rest I will manually program or manually play in. Same with the drums. There's some stuff that we can use. And I want to have an intro fill. Just 1 bar. Give me 1 bar. I need some fill, just friggin' fills. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, just standard. Go with this one. So first thing to add is a crash cymbal. To turn that down a little bit. What did the run do here? Why is it not soloing? Oh, I think that, yeah. Oh, okay, the drum data is still in there. So there was actually double the drum data. There we go. I want to do that differently. Delete that. Copy that. I want to have a slide up. So that is 16th. And do a slap stop there. Yeah, slide up is working. Well, actually put it there. Tilt up. Okay. Okay. Moment of truth. Lay down some friggin' guitar. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm afraid. But no help around it because I have an idea of what I want to do. So it doesn't help. I need to do that. I mean, I could also use session electric guitarist from Native. Unfortunately, Toontrack has not yet come out with Easy Guitarist. That would be great. If they do an Easy Guitarist with the quality of EZbass, I'm sold right away. So, solid British rhythm. Yeah, something like that. Let's see, play one time on top of what we have. I think we can go a little bit faster on this one. That's a cool. Everything is MIDI, just the guitar recording will be. Okay, let's see. I try my best to not suck too much. Cool thing is with Cubase that you can quantize audio. So even if I have been a little bit off the mark there, although it doesn't look too shabby. Let's see what it sounds like. So, but still, I want to do eighth notes. I want to not hard quantize, but just a little bit. So 1, 2, just quantize. Yeah, that's sitting a little bit more. So what I'm going to do, I am going to duplicate the whole thing. So this is, actually that's rhythm left. Rhythm left, and then we have rhythm right, because double tracking is so essential for getting a nice guitar tone. So unfortunately, we're gonna need to do the whole thing again. Now with left and right spreading. So, same thing, I'm just gonna quantize that a little bit to bear in mind that this is completely unmixed. I actually want to have a little bit more beef in the bass, so let's try the what was it? I think it was a vintage and the 70s pick. I really like that sound. It was very gnarly. No, it's not the correct sound, not the one. Then it might be that we go with a picked distortion, and we can also, if that's too much, we can always dial it down a little bit. Worst case scenario, I hope. Can we? But everyone, that sounds great. And let's do that actually an octave lower. Yeah, let's start on the low E. Okay, but that's still a little bit boring, obviously, to just have to hack away on the power chords there. So what I'm gonna try is to put an more interesting overlay, overdub. And this one, we can use the THS laser. Well, I had one patch that I already tried, which is kind of a delay driven, but definitely want to first use my damper, change the position. This guitar is great because you can switch the humbucker to single coils, which gives you that kind of Strat-like tone without actually utilizing a Strat. And then we can do that type of stuff. Can we? Is it? Versus the humbucker sound. And the single coil. So, and this is easy. This is just going on top. Again, just quantize a little bit. If you hear that dry, it's so simple. It's really the sound that makes it. This is, sorry. So that's really the delay and the effects on top that. So, and I'm also currently testing, let me duplicate. So currently testing a new plugin by NeuroDSP, which is the Nolly. I didn't buy it yet. I just have the 2 weeks trial right now. The Archetype Nolly. How many instruments do you play? None. Good. I mostly come from the keys from piano, but also I'm not a trained pianist. It's more like. By the way, this plugin is amazing. This sound, well, obviously we need. It's one of the best amp sims I have ever heard. That is not a real amp. But he has that preset, and he showcased that in his walkthrough, called Washed Out. You gotta be very careful with this one, but... And you obviously have a lot of noise going on, but... It's very distorted and very gnarly, but when you bring that in the back and use a slide, that is pretty cool. I think I had a... Did I put a shimmer? Something very long in terms of reverb. No, not that long. Playing with the slide is a little bit like trying violin when you have no idea. You just try to hit the right fret. But it sounds great on top of that track. That was bad, and I didn't even record, so that's good. Yeah, I just want to lay that on top. So there's that. And that actually just works because of it's so washed out. Did you try the new Valhalla plugin? Yeah, actually I installed that recently. Might be a good way to jump into that and check it. So let's go. VST effects, because I haven't used it yet. I installed it. But I haven't used it yet. So Supermassive, there we go. So put that in. Why not use the Supermassive and try it out? So what presets do we have? Reverb, sound effects, nebulae, planetarium? What does that sound like? That may be a bit big. Just a tiny bit. The RX-7 is just a little bit of noise suppression because so when I turn that off, it just takes the noise a little bit down. So it's super gnarly, super distorted, and very bad. But if you bring it down in the mix and just have it as a kind of ambient layer on top, it sounds really good, I think. Let's see. Okay, so far, I mean, it's very reverby, so maybe we can bring that down a tad. Delay, warp, feedback, I haven't even looked at that. Density. Let's just try a different preset here. Reverb, large. That sounds pretty good, actually. So what I wanted to do is just one question, can you try Suspiro string? If you look at my YouTube channel from 3 or 4 videos ago, I did a hands-on Suspiro strings. So it's already on my channel. Okay, let's try. Just lay that on top. Quantize. Let's see. How bad did I play? I need to delete the last note. No, actually, not delete, but cut and paste there. That actually ended up before the 1, and that's why I was not here. So I think technically I could quantize to 8th notes. Let's do another one. And also on the last note, immediately down slide, which would be on F0, I guess. Yeah. Another F0 here. Just want to slide into the node. Oh, sorry. Needs to be here. And if we put it on F, okay, it doesn't work. Okay. I need another session with these guys. So now we have this just B and A interchanging. Ah, damn it. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Same thing too. A little bit of quantize. Same thing on the right channel. Quantize might help. On this one, that was the I think I may need to distribute that. That's what I meant. I may need to do that in 2 parts. Okay, second one is and also I want to use the humbucker now. So I do. Okay, let's try that. That might be a little out of tune, but maybe it works together with the rest. That's very, very much reverb. I need something else. We need kind of a solo sound on top that is not as washed out. So delete that. Let's see if we have kind of a decent sounding solo patch here. Yeah, looking more for something like that. Okay, I think that could work. Okay, let's see. Too late. And also didn't record. Well, that's tremolo, so I don't need to quantize that, I hope. But I still wanna have a solo sound on top, so that's going to be rather THU. After the neural DSP stuff, actually my favorite plugin sounds. So I want to have a decent, nice little solo. Needs more. And a little bit more volume. Yeah, let's see. So just want to duplicate that line a little bit more. Okay, let's try. No. Do the harmonies. Let's see what that sounds like. Thinking. Okay, let's try that. Just a rhythm on top. Now you just need Bono on vocals. There you go. A little bit of quantize. Yeah, that sounds better, I think. Let's see, what does it sound on its own? Okay. So, let's see, what do we have from the get-go? So let's combine these two and bring them onto their own group. So let's stereo outside folder, guitar rhythm. And I mean, since we're looking at some Toontrack stuff, let's keep doing that. So, and let's insert EZmix onto some of the guitars and see if we can get a nice sounding guitar sound. Guitars, we want to have a group bus. Okay. Well. And open. Although I have to admit, I want to give it a try because I don't necessarily need to use everything Toontrack today. I just want to showcase that there is that stuff in there. But I also recently acquired Neutron from iZotope. So that is actually, I think, a good idea to put it to test a little bit and try out the mix assistant. So let's see. We want, automatically detect what we have here. Go from the open, from the close to the open sound. So this is what Neutron comes up on its own when the AI starts to mix that thing. So there's compressor, equalizer settings, a little bit more high end, a little notch around the 300 mark. I actually heard that it was a bit nasal there. The sculptor is actually really cool. So when you turn it off, that's what the guitar sounds like. When we turn it on, that's pretty cool, actually. What does it do with EZbass? So let's slam Neutron onto EZbass as well. That might be a sentiment to what this thing can actually do. Automatically realize what it is, go and listen. And if you look at that, it's actually a sentiment to the presets that Toontrack have done, that there is not much need for changes. A little bit of compression, a little bit of distortion, exciter. Just again, a little bit less matte, a little bit high end. Most interesting thing would be on the drums, I guess. So let's try that there as well. Neutron on the drum bass. So solo that for a second. Mix assistant automatically recognize. All right, you can already hear what it's doing to the drum bass. It's taming the low end a little bit more. Yeah, there was a little bit build up. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. 4. So when you compare that. Wow, that is cool. I like that. Okay, let's what does my CPU say? Okay, we're still good. Let's Neutron fix this overdub guitar as well. Quick and dirty. I love tools that get the job done. Is this the advanced version of Neutron? Yes, it is. It's Neutron Advanced. I had the version 2 and was able to upgrade for, I think, 99 bucks. So I went with it. So let's see what it's doing to that overdub guitar. Wow, getting rid of a bunch of the I like what Neutron is doing. It's really a great help to get a basic mix down. Okay, that Valhalla is a little bit over the top. Yeah, that's better. You think Neutron works also for strings? I think so, that it can determine. I mean, in the mix assistant, you can determine orchestral brass high, brass low, strings high, strings low. Or at least that's what it's able to recognize. So not bad at all. I may do a separate session with orchestral instruments and see if we can come up with something there and see how good it works with orchestral instruments and what it can do to mix in a template and stuff like that. So obviously, I mean, more neutron instances but we're still good with overall system performance. So when I mean, that one is... I really want to filter that out. So, and then we bring in the solo, and I think that one can be a bit... And let's slam neutron onto this guy as well, just to make sure it sounds nice. Meanwhile, let's check where we at with the giveaway of Toontrack's EZbass. Do we come off too far? It has nothing to do with EZbass at all anymore. So if you leave a comment on this Facebook post, actually, oh, sorry, I wanted to post that here. Damn it. So it's landing on Twitch and on YouTube. When will the subtitles be live in French? Well, ask Google. I can't really tell. But I want to see where we at with the giveaway. Current comment count is 79. So 1 to 80, your chance to win. One major important thing that I haven't even mentioned yet is please mark your calendars for tomorrow, 2 p.m. PST, because what's coming tomorrow is this wonderful thing, which is going to be the first YouTube Composer live Q&A roundtable with Daniel James, Christopher Sue, Alex Pfeffer, Blake Robinson, and myself. That's going to be very interesting, talking about composing, YouTube, streaming, videos, etc. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. That's going to be interesting. You can leave your questions. There's on the CWVI page, Facebook page, there is the event. If you have any questions to these guys, want to know how some stuff's done, you can post questions beforehand there. We will also have a live chat during the panel, or during it's a Zoom call in the end, during the roundtable. So definitely come by, leave your questions in the chat, or as I've said, it would be great to have some questions beforehand so we know what we're talking about. But looking forward to seeing you guys over there. So final thing is I wanted to slam neutron onto that overdub guitar. It did push the bass a little bit, which I don't want. I want to have that. a little bit of exciter on top, so that's cool as well. So let's see what these two guitar alone sound like. I mean, that delay is ridiculous on the guitar there, but well. I mean, we haven't done the chorus yet, and I don't think I'm going to finish that type of cue, but listen to the bass. I think we can even bring that up a little. And our gain staging looks good as well. We're sitting at -3 dB right now. Okay, let's quickly lay down some chords for... the only downside is that with Neutron activated, I don't really know how much... I don't know how much delay there is now. Oh, I need a new guitar cable. So that is... Well, let's stick to the same... Stick to the same chord scheme. So that's E, A, C sharp minor or C sharp, and B. Maybe we'll switch it up in the last one. Go to D. I think left ear gang. Gibson guitar, it's a no, it's an Epiphone Les Paul special, but with a nice feature of pull-out pickups, so you can switch from humbucker to single coil, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's see if we can lay down something. Actually, we need that twice. Sorry. And actually, let's bring that to the middle. It's easier for me to hear. There's a little bit of delay going on because of Neutron, so maybe I need to turn that off. I will see. Little bit of quantization. Let's see, when I do that again, if I can do that again. So same chord scheme, I'm just changing up to the D in the end there to make it a little bit more interesting. I'm on fire. No. Just having fun to bring the guitar out every once in a while, because especially for the fact, given the fact that I actually don't play guitar. That was mediocre at best, but let's stick with that for now. And just lay down the bass. I need a very hefty rock chorus, so let's see. We want to go clear all filters. We want to go with hard rock, hard, straight. We want to have a chorus, rock pilgrim pick. Actually, I like that one. So let's bring that in, but change it up a little bit to match our chords. So we start on E. So that is why is that? I mean, I can fix that later in the MIDI. Then we go to A. Oh, damn. Then we go to C sharp minor, then we go to B. Then we duplicate the whole thing. E, A, C, and then we go to D. So let's see. That's what we bring into the session. Take these two, move these here, and then I fix the MIDI afterwards. Delete that. And change that. Okay, so that's the bass for the chorus. I have an idea. So first overdub is going to do this. I need to make that a little bit louder to be able to hear. Not the right one. I think that one might work as an overdub. Just single notes between E and B. Sorry, missed the spot. I think we can turn that up a little bit on the repeat there. So, I mean, I don't want to do this for ages. Just kind of. That's an ending right there. Take that guy and that guy. Same here. Read the volume. And then down. How loud was that actually? Is there no contrabass double bass in Toontrack? No, not yet. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be future later upgrades on the EZbass. So the same as you have different drum libraries, I'm pretty sure that this menu here over time will fill up with different bass choices that you, I'm pretty sure, can buy as expansions, as you can buy the drum expansions for the Easy Drummer or Easy Superior Drummer, and also the different key instruments for Easy Keys. Long story short, let's slam a little bit on the master. What can we do? What can we do? My standard master chain that I always do, in brackets, of course, master. It has nothing to do with actual mastering. But I do like the following chain if I don't use Ozone, because Ozone might crash my system right now. So Native's passive EQ is awesome for that kind of stuff. So let me say take the low end at 100 and just slightly, ever so slightly boost it, and also at 12K boost it, so that you kind of get a little bit of this smile curve. That's without. And next thing, I recently grabbed this baby. Woo! I can tell you, this is amazing. Long story short, go to plugins, mastering medium, pretty much done. You don't need to do much more about it. have the slight feeling that it's rocking pretty good. So that is what is the main ingredients? Pretty much it's just the new Hansa Studio sound from Toontrack, the Hansa Marble Room with a Muller preset and a little bit of tweakment through tweaking through Neutron 3. EZbass with a pretty hefty distortion preset, also run through Neutron. Gives you a lot of grit. I think the bass can even come out a touch more in comparison to the drums. So what do you mean without editing the guitars? I quantized them, I cut them, so. The only thing that I want to change, I need a drum fill before the bridge here, so let's just quickly. Oh, that one's nice. Are you a U2 fan? I will keep my mouth shut to avoid any copyright infringement. I mean, that ending is a little hilarious, but I don't want to keep going and going. You get the idea. So, I mean, we did a funk track before. So, what are you saying? What do you recommend again? S61 or S88? Depends on your space and what you need. I'm fine with my S61. S88 will be a little bit too big. On the other hand, sometimes I miss the additional octaves, but then also working with the octave down and octave up buttons kind of gets into your muscle memory when you work with that. So both are great keypads and keyboards. Keep in mind that the S88 I think has a heavier keypad than the S61. But other than that, nothing. So pretty much what we need is last but not least on the master, in brackets, would be just to crank it. So good old Pro L2 to the rescue. As I've said, now I have the okay, give me a moment. Let me get rid of that because I need a master group. Because when my vocals run through L2, I have like 50 milliseconds delay and I hear me talking after I'm done with talking, and that sucks. It's not nice. So to avoid that is to create a dedicated master channel. Actually, I can show you what I'm doing here. So create a master channel. I did that. So right now everything is running through the stereo out. Actually, let me bring in the mixer here. So everything is running through stereo out. But sorry. There we go. We also need to check where we at with the Facebook comments on that post. 82 comments. So we will very, very soon get to the winner of today's giveaway. So now I take all these tracks, not these because they go to the guitar group. This one, this one, this one, this one, and I will, instead to the stereo out, I will send it to that master. So now my vocal is sitting here and the music is going to the master, and then I can move that over. And now when I get in the Pro L, my voice is not affected from the master setting. So everything is running here through the master. And now I can tweak the Pro 2 for whatever sound I need for the final tweaking or final polishing. Would go with setting. Question is why there is no signal. Because I didn't activate Quick Link. Sometimes I can be an idiot. So this not. So you all go to master, please. Okay, now we're talking. And now the signal is running through Pro L. We see the readings. So we are already pretty loud. Spotify standard will be at -14. So there's actually no need to push it that hard. If we go for like an album release or something, you might push it to -12 or something. But if you have streaming in mind, you don't want to go too crazy with the loudness. Quiet. Guitar is quiet. I mean, if you think about it, that drum set, I haven't tweaked anything. This is a freaking preset and just a little bit of neutron on top with an artificial intelligence analyzing the audio. That drum sound sounds like, I don't know. This is crazy. I mean, crazy good and crazy good because it can get a job done fast. But holy hell. So if they can with a decent guitarist that can be better than my crappy playing here, when you take the guitars off, This is just like three different guitars, bass and drums. There's no keyboard, there's no synth, anything. You could easily slam a big synth pad on top to create even more atmosphere. Um, very great job, Toontrack, with the EZbass and also with these new expansions for the Superior drummer. It sounds breathtakingly amazing. That's all I can say there. So one of the last things to do actually while playing back this whole thing and having it running in the background. By the way, little tip: when you always listen back very quiet to what you mix and what you've done. So that's a good way to see if anything pokes out or anything is in the way, you know. So that's another way to check your mixes, even on headphones. Back to the random comment picker. So this is where we were at. We have 83 unique comments on that Facebook post. That means we are close to finding our winner for EZbass giveaway today. Thanks for Toontrack for sending over the product and for providing a free copy for one of you guys or girls. All I can do is say good luck. Let's go. Who will it be? Who will it be? The winner is Holger Bleeker. Bleeker. Pretty much looks like Germany to me. I will figure that out, but hope you're still watching, or at least you're on board. Please get in. I send you a message and get in touch with you how you can get hands on your win. All I can say is thank you all very much for watching and for spending the time with me, taking a look at Toontrack's EZbass. I am really amazed. It's a great plugin. It's $179, I think. Absolutely gorgeous piece of software and great sound. Oh, there we go. I should have done a better ending, but it was all about, to get the idea. Other than that, we are pretty much done. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow through for our roundtable panel featuring Danny James, Christopher Sue, Alex Pfeffer, Blake Robinson, and myself. Be sure to tune in. This is, I think, a hell of interesting. Looking forward to chatting with these guys and getting some knowledge out of them that I can share with you. Coming on my YouTube and my Twitch channel tomorrow at 2 p.m. PST, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think that is 9 p.m. German time. No, it is 11 p.m. German time. So, and I think 7 a.m. Australian time. We try to kind of find something that kind of still works for everyone. So keep awake tomorrow if you are in the middle European area. Yeah, it's 10 UK exactly. So looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining today. That was a fun stream. Haven't done that kind of stuff in a while, and looking forward to having you guys on board tomorrow. That's it for now. Thanks so much and talk soon. See you soon. Enjoy the rest of the week. Bye bye.